So, Queen May Edochie has this to say, and I want you to pay attention to what she has to say from the beginning of it till the end. We'll also be listening to your Edochie. It's a serious issue. A serious issue. You all know what has been happening ever since this separation and divorce and the back and forth that brought about the loss of life. And we all observed the reaction or the attitude of the father of Kambili and the mother of Kambili. I'm sure you can weigh their reaction at the end of 2023. We all know what one person said and what the other person said. Now, Mary is in Doha. She's attending conference, paying to praise, paying to power, paying to progress. She has become a public figure overnight. Was she prepared for it? Possibly. You can't be prepared in your home right there secretly without people knowing that you already had this dream and vision. But the way this dream and vision will manifest itself, you might not be aware of it. You don't know. Because I'm not thinking that she also will be thinking that I'm going to divorce you, Edochie, and I will shine. Maybe she has been told, this is what I see, this is what I see. And she's kind of thinking within herself, when will this come to pass? Now it has come to pass due to a separation. So she has this to say, because some people said, oh, look at this woman, she's just using her divorce to cash out. And she does not want you, Edochie, to cash out. Some are saying the demise of her son, she's using it to draw public sympathy, as if it is only her own child that passed away. Well, she has answers like, oh, she's attending seminars and she's on the floor crying and lifting her hands, and all of a sudden people are now, there is nothing that they've not said. So she has this response to you out there. Let us listen and we'll be talking more.
I saw a few comments, some people saying May is using this to cash out and all of that, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, I'm cashing out, right? I don't wish this upon my enemy, if at all I have any. I don't think I have enemies, but if at all I have any, I do not wish this upon them. You know, depression is real, and there are different stages of depression. You know, for me, rather than dwell in depression, I decided to pick up the pieces of a beautiful world that I had, a very beautiful world, an amazing one that suddenly shattered, that suddenly crushed. I decided to pick up the pieces and try to move on rather than dwell in depression. It's not been easy. It's not been easy. I'm glad that I look happy. I appear strong to you all. I'm glad that I'm happy, really. I'm glad that I'm able to go out there and do stuff. In fact, I'm even amazed. I'm surprised at some of the things I do, you know. But it's all because of the love. I'm telling you, it's the support. It's the support from my family. It's the support from you guys. You guys have been amazing. The love is massive. These are the things that have kept me going, honestly speaking. Some people say I inspire them. Some people say I motivate them. But the truth is, it's you guys that have inspired me, you know, because I didn't see all of this coming. I didn't see all of this coming. So many people are not as fortunate as I am. I look up to, you know, I see my kids. I decided to put myself together because of my kids. I needed to be strong for them. I needed to be there for them. So I need your prayers. Keep sending in your prayers. There is nothing God cannot do. He's watching and he'll fix everything. I know. It's just a matter of time.
A woman doesn't make noise when she leaves. When she finally leaves her man, she doesn't make noise because she made the noise before when she wanted to stay and you didn't notice. So now that she's gone, no need to make noise. That is why most women, after they've left, they don't talk, they don't make noise because she made that noise earlier, but you didn't notice it because that noise was to make her stay, but you ignored the noise. Now that she's gone for good, no more noise.
Only person I owe an explanation is May, my wife. She's the only person I owe an explanation. Yes. And when and how that explanation is done is still not the business of people out there. All of you. I repeat myself, shame on all of you. You have no rights. It is my life. Like I said before, it is my life. I have the right to wake up in the morning and marry 100 women in one day. It's my life. It's not yours. Listen, I have the right to wake up in the morning and marry 25 women. If I like, I make it up to 50. It is not your business. It is not the business of everyone around you to be saying.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You heard it all. Before she said what she said, she definitely had heard people saying what they said. And Edochie has made it clear. Although the other man said, before a woman will walk away, she has already said, we don't know what had transpired between Edochie and Mary in the past. Like, who called you? Who was that person? I heard this and that. These things are bound to happen. What brought the end of Edochie's marriage is Edochie's fake, cheap, useless ego or pride. He felt that he's the Alpha and the Omega. He became so too much of himself. That's just the thing. If not, what will make you announce polygamy on social media? Because you don't want a blog to expose you. The blog already got wind of the information and you heard, because it is still the same circle of people who gave the blog that made you realize they were waiting for pictures so they can post it as evidence. Immediately you got wind of it, you said, let me quickly announce this on social media so as not to give this blog upper hand. That's what you thought about. You didn't think of traveling down to Lagos to meet with Mary, or even somehow bring Mary down to Enugu. You didn't say, okay, Mary, look, take the next flight with the children. Come over. What happened? Let it be your parents calling her, so she will not know what is happening. So it will kind of prompt her to come. Book the next flight. She comes over. She's seated down there in Enugu. And your family can be brought if that is your culture or tradition. And then you spill out what has happened. Even if a blog is going to expose it or whatever, you will not need to write it yourself. You will need to write epistles. You will need to write nothing. If you wish to address for the sake of the future, you can address. There's no big deal if you even have a teleprompter to read from so that you don't go out of context. You don't attach emotions to it. You spill it out as official as you can for your fans and for posterity's sake. You can as well do that. You just say what you need to say, like, today, this is what has happened, blah, blah, blah. And you can as well keep quiet. First, you watch the reaction of Mary. Is she going to accept? What are the terms and conditions attached to it? Before you start proceeding on Judy, bala, Enugu bag of rice. Regardless, before you begin to proceed on that matter, but you decide to do it the way you did it, like you're a big man. Now you say nobody has a right if you want to marry. Of course, nobody has a right to tell you. Same as you don't have the right to tell Mary to involve herself, engage in polygamy. You don't have the right. That someone accepted to be your wife does not mean that person is your property. That a man accepted to be in your life as a woman does not mean that that man is your property. There is only one that connects both of you together forever, which you can contest. Children. And that's where the part of the Kambili Chuku caused a lot of pain. Because that's the thing that connects them together. That's the child that connects them together. Gone. It's not as if men give 80%. It is 50-50 to produce a child. 50-50. Equally. Some traits, or let's say a certain resemblance, might be more than the other. That does not mean 50 is not inside of that person from the other person. 50-50, that's how it works. 50-50. Both of them, regardless of, I had the child for 9 months inside of me. I went through the pains. It is 50-50, regardless. 50-50. So whilst a woman is with pain, a man also will be using his hands to till the soil to bring home. Now, there are cases where the woman has more, financially, but the man has to bring at least 60% if the woman is bringing 40. Now, I'm not making it a law, neither am I pressing it on anyone's neck. I'm just saying, just generally, at times it could be 50-50, it could be whatever it is. But in the case of you, Edochie, right now, is simply a proud polygamist who has not thought of maintenance of products of polygamy, maintenance of those children. How much does you, Edochie, have? Okay, probably then he was banking on the number of movies, endorsement here and there. To him, in a year, I net this X and Y amount of money. And he thought to himself, this will remain forever. I don't know if you, Edochie, has any business, private business. Okay, maybe not. I have this school of movie, where academy. I have this, I don't know. I don't really know if he has any other business that he does by the side. I don't know. What he bragged about is that I used to assist you. I used to assist Mary. He said it publicly. He said, I used to assist your hustle, meaning I give you money to add to your business and what you do. I used to give you something. Of course, we can't say Yul Edochie does not. It's not possible for their marriage to run that way without Yul Edochie, bringing in cash. He has been in that industry for a long time, so he can't pretend like he's broke. At the beginning, it might be rough. He might not have enough, which is always like that for many people who have not inherited money, or people who did not just come into money, probably due to whatever. Maybe they are just lucky or fortunate. It's always like that at the beginning. Both of them start from the scratch, maybe one room or 2-bedroom that is not in a nice environment. They don't have the best car, and slowly they begin to build something for themselves. Now the pain in it is after the whole struggle, they've achieved, and they're almost getting to that point of balance. Then something like a shocker like this happens. One will wonder, that man, was he trying to reestablish, like, okay, I've conquered this, I have established this, I want to establish more. Now, if you want to establish, are you going to establish with a woman like Judy Austin? It's a pity. It's a pity.